Okay, just got word from my on-time minister that he thought it was 5:40. It's 6:40. He ain't gonna make it. So filling in for him today will be me.
Oh no.
Roy.
Yes, sir.
All right, got a few things here. It says here, God will not tell you or me to do one thing that goes against His stated word. I'm going from John. He says, in fact, many of our problems we bring on ourselves by not obeying God in the first place.
True.
Absolutely.
In my notes, I got, why is Satan always after me? And I think I'm tempted.
I'm tempted now.
To do what?
Not telling.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see y'all. Show's over. And when we fail, Roy, we love to blame other people, even God. And I've written down here, it's always somebody else's fault.
You always blame somebody else for it.
Well, it is somebody else's fault. It's your fault for what happened to me yesterday.
It's your fault.
Well, it didn't happen, by the way. Why is that, Roy?
Fault.
It's easy to point those fingers. You know, you always point in the other direction. Don't want people to think you mess up.
And John was talking about, and I got a perfect note here for him, Tom. He said, you know, it's like nobody ever comes to him for counseling and says, John, I'm thinking about marrying this woman because she's the perfect schemer. He said nobody ever says that. That's what he said. And I've got, well, I already married a girl that was a schemer. How'd that go, Frank? Not too good's right. Cost me thousands of dollars. But anyway, yeah, you know, so there you go. I'm just trying to, you know, always do this right here. But Tom, one of the main points John brought, I don't want to offend anybody in the congregation, especially a realtor. He said, but I hate the parade of homes. Because he said, I live in a house, it's real nice, the nicest bathroom I've ever had. I got a glass shower. I can get in there, you know, people could see me if they wanted to walk by the window. But he said, it's about 3,000 square feet, it's just perfect. But he said, every time I go to a parade of homes, I always come back and say, why am I living in this roach hotel? So, how many people have that problem, Tom?
A lot of folks. They want something a little better.
But the parade of homes, we already, you know, it's like, you know, where we all live now. I said, well, what's wrong with this place now? I've got to fix it up.
Yeah, they can spruce it up and stay there.
Well, you're supposed to just get ideas from the parade of home, not just be
move
at your home.
Ain't that the whole purpose?
That's what we want them to do.
Ain't that the whole purpose of it? I'm going to move? This is like Patsy Gooch was talking yesterday. Let me sell you something better.
Well, and just need one.
Yeah. They go back to temptation. Roy says, well, then how do we handle temptation? It ain't simple.
Listen, read Proverbs 7. Proverbs chapter 7. It's about temptation. It's about how to avoid it. Listen, Proverbs is absolutely the book of wisdom. And there's 31 books in it, 31 chapters. So I tell people, read chapter 1 on the first day of the month, chapter 2 the second day of the month, and work through it every month. And I do it every morning. Start my morning, I read the Proverbs, the chapter based on the day. It changes your life because you're getting all this wisdom. And without wisdom, then your life a lot of other people.
How many people actually use that?
I don't know. You know, I teach it at church to the youth group, and a few of them pick up on it and actually do it.
But it's just dang tempting, man. It's hard not to be tempted, Roy.
Well, I had a preacher once tell me that if you aren't tempted, then Satan ain't after you. And the reason he ain't after you is he's already got you. So the fact that you're tempted is probably a good.
Oh, good gosh. Thank goodness.
You know, I'm thinking now since John was late getting here this morning, there might be an opening for me coming up this Sunday.
No, you were you were at church up on the stage this Saturday.
Yeah, I was at a wedding down that way. Yeah, John did a wedding. I helped him a little bit.
And he's like, I like it up here, John. I'm like, oh.
You think about filling in?
Why am I?
Oh, no.
I'm hoping he's going to fall off the stage one day and I'll be ready.
The roof will fall in.
Hey, let me do a shout out to another good minister buddy of mine. Dusty turned 60 years old today. So if anybody sees little Dusty McLemore, there he is right. Is that a dunce hat or just a regular birthday hat?
It's a birthday.
Thank you, Roy, for filling us in like and giving us some information that we need to do. So, Johnny Lee, I hope I filled in for you adequately this morning. We had a special group up from Tuscaloosa that played for our youth group all week long with David Howard and everybody. Jared and his Shepherd and his group was. I don't officially know the name. David told me, but I couldn't remember it. I want to go to one of their songs right now. Then we'll come back with something Christmas in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
Which across the sky to every nation, you are beauty unimagined. This is who you are. You are the Lord of my salvation. You are the one who lights my way through the dark night. You will lead me. This is who you are. This is who you are. So lift it up, lift it up. Praises to our God, full of grace, love over us. I know that you are faithful, you are worthy, God. This is who. The angels sing. Holy,
We will play that where it sounds a little bit better. It's kind of got a skip in it right there, so I just kind of, you know, maybe it was tempted in there not to do the right thing.
That's what.
Yeah. I was talking about in the break here about John telling a story about the fish. He had a little plastic worm up there, and he was doing his animated
Good
deal
thing he didn't
about
hook himself.
getting hooked and all this stuff, and you know, he didn't put out no big worm, Roy, like you did that time. You know.
Goodness.
All right, Christmas. In fact, don't forget the Christmas parade's coming up Thursday night. We'll be set up in front of Martin and Colby right there on Hobb Street in front of Athens High School. We like to get there the way a train doesn't get in our way. So we'll be shooting it. So we'll have all that going on. We'll have a lot of Christmas stuff coming down to Christmas. We'll be doing a show up till that last Friday before Christmas. We'll take that week off. And we won't be here that Wednesday, Roy, so everybody...
What about a national championship game?
Everybody going to the championship game. I declare a national holiday for the state of Alabama. We will do a beat down on those Irish. Man, ain't nobody better to hate, is it, Tom, than all them Catholics over at Notre Dame.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Congratulations to Auburn for getting their coach and not stealing ours. Appreciate that. So that's the way to go. But y'all remember my old buddy Patsy Trigg? I think you've met her, but she did. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Well, a buddy of mine at Channel 31 that I later did a country over story on had a chance to play on that and did play on it, that song.
Oh.
And he said, Tommy Wales was his name, and they asked him, said, Tommy, you want to invest in this song? He said, no, I think it's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Well, 20, 30 years later, he gets a gold record because it sold that many. Grandma Got Run Over Reindeer. That was actually produced by a singer in Fayetteville, Tennessee, Patsy Trigg. A lot of y'all know her. Well, now she's got a new one. What's the name of it? Something about some pigs.
Something about some Abby.
What's the name of it? Christmas pigs or something.
So
We're going to try to get Patsy up here with us before Christmas. So she lives over in Lawrence, not Lawrenceburg, but Lynchburg. Jack Daniels country. But what?
8 little pigs.
8
Very
little
good,
pigs.
Abby.
Well, that sounds good. But they did this. It's a good video. It was shot by my buddy Don Counts up in Fayetteville, Tennessee. We'll go out with that on this Wednesday morning. We'll be packed to the gills tomorrow. We'll hopefully have Clint Legg with us too tomorrow morning, talking about his new coaching position up at Ardmore. Congratulations. Let's go out with that video and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning.
Have a great day.
Before Christmas, Santa walked out to the barn. As soon as he opened the door, he shouted with great alarm, "Ooh, ooh, someone's taken my reindeer, not a single one in sight. Without my trusted reindeer, there'll be no Christmas Eve night." But Santa got another shot. He found a pig in every stall. On each door was a funny name, made Santa laugh after all. I'll be the laughing stock of Christmas, there can be no doubt. Such silly, silly, funny names I dare not shout. Pork chop, fatback, bacon and peaky, patty cake and piggy. Oh my goodness, a ham bone and a stinky. It's a Merry Christmas, pigs fly. It's a Merry, Merry Christmas as they sail the winter sky. All dreams can come true if you really, really try. It's let's get cracking. Daily practice made them perfect. Santa shouted with glee. Christmas Eve, everyone will see how smart pigs can be. Santa said tenderly, you pigs taught me to believe. The pigs flew like eagles. They flew high up over the tree. The people who looked up that night saw 8 pigs pulling the sleigh. The entire world got shocked that night when they heard Santa say, now pork chop, now fatback, now bacon and pinky. On patty cake, on piggy, on ham bone and you too, Stinky. It's a Merry Christmas when pigs fly. It's a Merry, Merry Christmas as they sail the winter sky. All dreams can come true if you really, really try. It's a Merry Christmas when pigs fly. It's a Merry Christmas when pigs fly. Yeah, it's a Merry Christmas when pigs fly.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Happy New Year.
Local